it never got to the point where it was. Well, some physical altercations happened, but it wasn't strictly because of that issue. It was other shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, when I say that issue, I'm talking the Muslim issue and shit. You know, it wasn't specifically because there was other shit that was going on or whatever. Or whatever the case may be, it was never to the point that it got volatile. You know what I'm saying? It was always, yo, it's a simple bill. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. It's a simple bill. We're not that. This is not what we teach. Allah didn't teach that. This, that, and the other. Don't teach that under that flag. Don't teach what y'all teaching under this flag. Teach it whatever you want to. Get your own flag. Just don't teach that under this right here.
But they continue to go.
No, God, actually, they started to not do that, guy. It was damn near like motherfuckers took their advice and shit because I think maybe like.
Okay, so they started.
That's when what happened was. I think at this particular time, that's when the brother True Islam was going through his quote unquote sabbatical, going into the Nation of Islam. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he went into the Nation of Islam and started saying his name was Wesley X, and then he went to the Muhammad and this, that, and the other. I've always had more respect for him for doing that than what exactly what Wakil has been doing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I've always had more respect for Wesley Muhammad for doing that than this right here, whatnot. But I've always been with Wakil. Excuse me. We've always had bills in the mind. You know, intelligence just even if it came, even if it got passionate or this, that, and the other, it was never a physical thing. You know what I'm saying? My thing has always been I'm about the sword fight. I'm there and just show and prove and this, that, and the other, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was never, and in that regard, God, by like born God, born equality, born God. That shit was, you ain't hearing about it.
I was hearing because Prince Shah, he told me that basically they were running underground.
Yeah, God, that shit was it was really snuffed out. God, word is bond. Like God, because it was that much intense heat coming from so many different directions, God, because it was a lot of guys down here and shit. And then once the guys did organize, pivotal thing. In like born culture, the rallies was decided to be taken off of the campus and into the community. You know what I'm saying? And it was because of the shit that was going on or whatnot.
A little bit too heated.
Yeah, right. Especially be on campus, because then it's not looking civilized. It's not a good look at all. This, that, and the other,
right.
Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But Shakim 7, myself, Almighty from DC, LeBron Infinite from DC, I don't know if Pure Unique Not Matters was down here at that time. I think he might have came a little bit later. Anyway, some guys. High Science. I want to say High Science was there. Anyway, the guys was having winter parliaments at the guys Gabron Infinite and Almighty's house that was right in the West End, off Abernathy. I'm telling you these streets and shit, so you know what I'm talking about, the history or whatever. Anyway, at these particular rallies and whatever, for the upcoming summer parliaments, cats agreed to move spring and summer parliament, move the rallies from the campus to the park that was right down the street from where the guys rested at. That is now known as it's called Howard Park, but that's where the rallies was moved to, and has been for a long time. I heard that it was moved from there to downtown for a brief period of time, but then I think Reson came back and he moved it back to the park because he knew that was the history. That's what
And this is where the gods.
Howell Park. Yeah, this is what the gods.
We'll get to it. And what about at that time was Muslim gods? Did they take it somewhere else, or
they had basically taken it from the campus to like Stone Mountain, taking their little meetings to Stone Mountain or some shit like that.
Little meetings.
Yeah. Cause you know what?
The Valley was the parliament, or I mean, Valley parliaments mean,
Nah, they was having God. See, what they was teaching at that particular time, God, they was teaching that it's civilized to sit down at a table. So they wasn't interested in going into parks and building. They wasn't interested in our tradition of having parliament in the park and this, that, and the other, and building in the cipher. No, they really stressed like, yo, it's civilized. When civilized people sit down and talk. God, that was something that was said numerous times, God. You build out a lot of prison. Yo, I'm pretty sure the guy that said it a couple of times. God, that's what it was. God, was like, yo, civilized people sit down and build. We don't do this, that, and the other.
Don't get in the cycle.
We don't. Yeah, God, word is bond. That was they shit like that, right, God.
So they really wanted to destroy that aspect of the culture in terms of coming together in public places or in parks and building a cycle with each other. It's more like, let's go somewhere and sit down, so we're more civilized according to whatever they measure that.
They wanted a church, God. They wanted a mosque. They wanted, a religion, God. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And not to say that we shouldn't have a structure or a building or this, that, and the other, but we know and understand that we don't have a church, we don't have no mosque, we don't have no fucking synagogue. We got schools. Because it's about education. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's about the babies. You know what I'm saying? The babies, shit, they can sit down and build and this, that, and the other, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But shit, we got work to do. So, you know what I'm saying? We stand up in the cycle, we doing this, that, and the other. Whatever the case may be, that's what was said. You know what I'm saying? God, it was said numerous times. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, they was advocating that if you got a black woman, send your earth to the mosque to get her fucking MDT and GCC.
As opposed to teaching yourself.
As opposed to teaching her yourself. God, I was like, y'all fucking crazy as fuck. I was like, y'all niggas sound crazy, bro. Words bond, God. You know what I'm saying? And these were like rules and regulations and shit that they were putting on their fruit, their students and this, that, and the other, that they were starting to say that was coming in the name of Allah. So when cats that actually came in the name of Allah, came in contact with cats like this and shit, they felt the wrath of Allah. If they said some crazy shit like that, like, yo, send your what? Send your earth? Nah, nigga, send your earth to me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you gonna send it to the mom, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But
I'll teach you.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was going down. God was going down like similar to that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they came out their mouth crazy. That's how shit. You know how the God's gonna do, man. That's what.
Right.
Come on, man.
If Mecca did this.